Hello folks, well it's part one of the ideas for things to take with you when you go on a little camping holiday. This is a small Gelert, that's a Gelert, folding cutlery set. You can see I've opened the fork up at that end, it's got a spoon at this end, and basically it slides apart. I'll do that. There you go. And you've got a bottle opener and a can opener on the end there as well, so that's quite handy, Harry. And the two slide apart, so you got your spoon in your fork, or close that up a minute. Now to take them apart, you have to pull the spoon out on one bit and the fork out on the other bit. So there you go. You got your knife and fork. Very handy. Nice and light, small. The only thing that you will have to sort out is a little pouch for them to keep them clean, because they don't come in a pouch. But quite handy. That's a small one. Okay. Now I'm gonna just put that back there, and I'm gonna just put him back together again. And I better close that one up and all. Bottle opener there. Obviously take care when you use any of this sort of stuff, because it's got some cutty bits on it. Close that one up there. Oops, oh no, I ain't quite got it. That's it. And that one up there. And they're very cheap as well. Unfortunately they go on end of line, so if you find one, hey, there are other similar versions around. So that's a small one. And then this one is the sort of medium sized one. You can see it's got a bit bigger fork on there, bit bigger spoon, and it's got one or two other bits and pieces. So we just open this one up, and easy comes the bits there like that. Now what's this bit? This is the spoon bit, okay? So on this spoon bit, we've got the main knife, so it complements the fork there. Yeah. Also on the top there, got a little sort of reamery type thing. Quite good. Blade's a bit bigger on the knife than on the small one, obviously. That's that. And then on this bit, it's the medium one, as I say, you've got a little tiny diddy wee teaspoon there. Corkscrew. Handy if you've got something to celebrate with, I suppose. You've got a decent size bottle opener and can opener. So that's quite a good little medium one. Pretty good really. Most useful for most things. Clips together like that. Close that one up. Close that one up. As I say, you'd have to get a pouch for them. Stainless steel, so it's alright. And only a few quid, if you can find them. And then you've got the daddy of them all, the large one. Again, opens up, you've got the fork there, spoon, see the manufacturer's logo on here, Gelert, let me read that. And then that one comes to bits like that. And obviously, close the spoon up just for a moment. I'll just show you got a decent knife on there. That is there's various different things for doing different things with. I can't remember what they call this thing. I think there's one bit if you're cutting things like fish and stuff up, and there's another one for in the scales out. So if you're a fisherman and you're eating your fish that you just caught, I guess this is quite a handy set to have. And then on this other bit here, we got so this is a decent, pretty good little opener and can opener right on the end there. And then again, you've got a bottle to open. Pull the old bubbly out, assuming you can afford the old bubbly. Then you've got a thing there for. I'm not, as I say, I'm not an expert on this sort of thing, so somebody can probably tell me what that bit is meant for. But again, it's a sort of dealing with something what was once alive, and getting something out of it. So I'm sure there's somebody that say, oh, that is Dave, that's for this or that the other. And then my favourite bits, a pair of scissors. How many times have you been out walking and you thought, blimey, I should have cut that toenail before I left? I know you shouldn't probably cut your toenails with something you're going to eat with, but an emergency, quite handy to have one of them. That's a biggie. And I think they're quite a good little set, really. Shame they ain't going to be doing them anymore, but I guess the little man in China probably wants a tea break, doesn't he? I don't know. Maybe it's the cost of getting them all the way from China, because they probably have to have a few million to make it worthwhile. I don't know. Anyway, nice little set. The big one, small one, medium one. Quite a handy sort of thing to take away with you if you're going, as I say, not the sort of thing you want to take for an airport though, because somebody might half-inch it, and we're not talking about tea leaves either. You can't take that on board, sir. You might be a terrorist. But anyway, there you go, folks. So it's just part two things that you might need if you're having a little sojourn. Cheers for now.